welcome. I'm doing my own sound check today, so there's that. Oh, we're good. All right. So, welcome to Theory Thursday, all of my network fan. If you're watching this on the replay, please give me a hashtag replay to let me know what's going on as far as coming in and taking part in the conversation, or at least listening into the conversation, so I know who's here, who's seeing it, and who's not. If that's at all possible for any of you guys. Today's Theory Thursday, but I have more of a question for the audience. Recently, certain things have come to my attention about potentially being able to host elsewhere, which would give me ad revenue, possibly, in order to try and help in these quote-unquote trying times. I'm sure no one misses that phrase, but, at this point in time, it is a trying time for me. So I would like to try to make this happen. Maybe not necessarily with the network itself, but I could see how the people who are part of the network would benefit from the wider audience distribution that I would be getting through this other this other service provider. That being said, if we do go the route of the network going full on to this other provider, I would like it if my network members could be so kind as to try to find out if people are actually coming from the network over to your businesses. Whether you do that via a informal poll on your website, what have you, that's completely up to you. Just any information that you could possibly glean whatsoever would be magnanimously helpful in helping me determine how much of a commitment I need to make to this in order to make this happen. I'm not thinking I'm going to be, getting exorbitantly wealthy, but I'm trying to just stretch my savings as long as possible until I can either have something turn around or land other employment options, or my crypto investments hit wildly and I can retire from any type of gainful employment. But I'm not holding my breath on any of that. I'm really more concerned about how I can best serve this community, and if I were to serve this community in this sense, what kind of support I could look at from network members as far as helping to direct traffic towards that content. So if you're a network member and you're watching this and this sounds like something you're into, let me know. You can leave comments here. You can leave comments on this post in Facebook, on the network, on my own page. You can jump in my DMs. You can send me an email at harry.felker@gmail.com. And if you do know me on Facebook, that means that you have my phone number. So there's that. So with that being said, I would appreciate some feedback if there was any to have. That would be great. We're trying to scurry along onto phase 2 of this whole deal, but finances are not being very helpful, especially with everything going on with vaccination restrictions to work and whatnot. So, needless to say, I am in a way, and I'm not happy about it, but here I am doing the best I can with what I got. So I'm not asking for help. I'm asking for. Well, there is no who, what, when, where, how the move yet. It has come to my attention that I could move at least something somewhere where I could generate some ad revenue as opposed to YouTube, which won't. YouTube, which will never monetize me because I'll never get the 1,000 followers. And even when I get to 1,000 followers and get to 4,000 watch hours a year, I'm still going to be making pennies on the dollar. And that's pennies on the weeks, and that's not going to work. That's not going to be helpful at all. It won't defer any of the costs of the network. It won't defer any of the costs of anything that I'm doing outside of maybe compensating me for about 35 seconds of time. I'm not looking to become a millionaire via content creation. I'm basically just looking to try to start covering costs because at this point, as of January 1st, I'm no longer going to be able to cover costs, period. And that's just the way that is, period. Unless something turns around, that means anything that is paid would be. I mean, I can air on Facebook for free. I can air on YouTube for free. I just can't simulcast on them for free. And nobody's paying. So in that sense, it doesn't really matter. I need to actually start coming up with something in order to start deferring these costs because I can't bankroll it anymore. That's just the way it is. That's a reality. I'm not a person who takes handouts. I'm not a person who does fundraisers. I set up a store. I put up some art and meme clothing, and here I am telling you guys that I'm seriously considering going the route of advertised video on another platform in order to get somewhere where I can actually start deferring the costs of the network on my bank account and start deferring the costs of existing, hopefully, so that I can stretch the savings that I do have out as far as humanly possible in the worst case scenario. And that's what it's all about. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I really have to say today. I was just wondering if people would be into it, if people would be into lending a hand and making it happen, and spreading the word as far as getting information out there to people about patronizing, not so much patronizing financially, but patronizing with time. Content that I'd be putting up on a page that has advertisement on it. And that's that. That's that. RLM is a great radio station, absolutely. But at this point, I'm not looking to give away stuff for free. I have no problem giving RLM the recording that I'm doing on other venues. That's not a problem, but I have to actually find something that's going to pay eventually, and that's that. Like I said, as of January 1st, I have to start making cuts, and that's not a. I have to start making cuts because I want to have nice things. I have to start making cuts so I continue putting food on my table and keeping a roof over my head. And that's the reality of it. You know, I'm sitting here doing this, waiting for the company I formerly worked for to make a decision whether or not they're going to bring me back. And the union, the great and powerful union, isn't being very helpful or forthcoming with any information whatsoever. And that's not helpful either to my stress level. As far as work is concerned, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and I just don't know how much longer I'm going to have to wait till I can get something going. And as far as all the stuff around here is concerned, well, most of it's all gratis. So unless someone's going to, you know, drop some bills to buy a guitar, I don't know what to tell you. You know, that's how this is now. So I'm figuring probably right after. Well, I really gotta like think about it and start setting it up this week and trying to figure out what I can do and what it'll pay and how long it'll take to get paid. And that will really determine whether or not any of the things that I pay for with the network are going to continue to get paid for. Because right now I have to pay my rent for next month, and that's the primary goal here. So with that, I'm going to tell everybody have a good night. Sorry it's so short, but I don't really have any good news. So there's that. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Future Focus Friday. Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah.